Okay, so I was sitting down watching a video from 10 Mina Investing, and he's basically talking about how much XRP would you really need. Now, he says, now I'm only 13 minutes into the video, right? He says that you need 1,000 XRP if you want to be wealthy. I totally agree with that. I agree with that. However, I would even say that depending on what you considered wealthy, 100 XRP, you will be fine. You will be wealthy with 100 XRP. See, the thing is, a lot of people do not really understand the technology and understand what the price of these coins has to be in order to move the money that is going to move, right? So 1,000 XRP, yeah, you're going to be wealthy, right? He makes mention about, if XRP hits, not even if, I think he says when it hits $10,000. You have 1,000 XRP, you will have $10 million, and you can live off for 10% of that. That would be $1 million a year. Yes, I agree with all of that, right? I do. He also says that XRP, he sees XRP hitting $10,000 between the year 2028 and the year 2030. My friend, you're absolutely wrong. XRP is going to hit that number as soon as they flip the switch. And it might hit more than that as soon as they hit the switch, because it really depends on what's the number on the private ledger. Okay, because the private ledger, there is a different number on that ledger. It depends on that number, and it also depends on how much value, how much money value they bring on to the blockchain, the XRP blockchain, the XRP ledger at the time. So according to my calculations, right, and this is me going off of what I'm seeing, the US debt is, I believe, the last time I looked at it, it was $35 trillion or $36 trillion, somewhere around there. It could be more right now. The world's debt was calculated to be somewhere around, I want to say $90 trillion. Right? So collectively, the world is holding $90 trillion. Now, when they decide to flip the switch, they're moving the debt onto the blockchain immediately. Why? Because the debt is going to, the XRP ledger is going to eat away the debt to restart the cycle. Once that happens, the coin is automatically about $90,000. Okay, or my math could be off. It could be more than that. Because you're doing 10,000 and you're timesing 10,000 by 90. So I know my math is off right now. Let me just pull up my calculator right quick, and let me see so I can give you guys the actual number. Because then somebody's gonna come into my comments and say I don't know math. I mean, they probably still gonna say I don't know math right now, but hey, it is what it is. You just don't know what you're talking about. Okay, my math was off. It is going to be $900,000, right? Because for every 1 million running on the ledger, for every 1 trillion running on the ledger, the coin has to be $10,000. It has to be. It cannot be any less than that. So when you do 10,000 times 90, because of the $90 trillion that they automatically have to put onto the blockchain, you already have a coin totaling $900,000. A lot of these guys don't understand that part. The whole point of the flipping the switch is restarting the whole world. When you restart the whole world, that debt that everyone accumulated has to go somewhere. That's where the value is going to get put. It's going to get put right on to the ledger. Boom, automatically, you have a $900,000 coin to start. Some people may agree, some people may disagree. Now, according to that math, right, if you have 100 coins and you times that by 900,000, you have 90 million. Just with 100 coins, you have 90 million. So again, depending on where you see wealth being, what number, right? $90 million is really not bad. $90 million is some good wealth. Okay, 10% of that every year is $9 million. And that's just with 100 XRP. So no, again, it just all depends on what your level of wealth is. Some people have a different level than others because they may be taking care of more people than others. You just never know. But I would say 1,000 is a really great number. 1,000 is a really great number. He also mentions 50,000, 25,000. Again, I would say anyone holding anything more than 10,000 XRP, you're bugging out. You don't need that much. Because even if you wake up tomorrow and XRP goes to $900,000 with 10,000 XRP, you're way more than good. You could sell 1,000 and take $900 million off the table. You're good. You don't need more than that. So don't believe the hype when they start talking about, these large numbers. You don't need any large numbers. 1,000, you're good with 1,000. You're doing really great with 1,000. 2,000, you're doing even greater. 5,000, you're doing greater times 2. 10,000, you are super wealthy with 10,000. Some of these guys just have to really take time to really understand the technology and understand when they talk about flipping the switch, what it really means. Because I don't think a lot of them understand. Another thing I hate is when people come out and say stupid things like $100,000 is life-changing money. $100,000 is not life-changing money. $100,000 is a nice little upgrade, but it's not life-changing money. It's not changing anybody's life. You gotta look at things like this. If it has cars that cost $100,000, how is $100,000 life-changing? It has apartments that's small like a box. Okay, condo apartments that's small like a box that costs more than $100,000. How is $100,000 life-changing? Give me a break. Again, right? It probably all depends on the part of the United States you live or the part of the world you live. It possibly could, right? But I don't see it being life-changing because you cannot do anything with that 100,000. By the time you spend 10,000, you only have 90,000. I mean, that money would go so fast. You spent 100,000 could get spent in a year. And if you like me, you probably could spend 100,000 in 6 months. Like 100,000 ain't nothing. I don't know where they get this from. They need to stop telling people this. 100,000 is not life-changing. It's okay. I mean, with the price of food, you know, the price of rent, 100,000 ain't nothing. Fact of the matter is, honestly, once you're holding 100 plus XRP, you're good. All you have to do is hold on and wait. That's all you have to do. You don't have to do nothing else. Just hold it and wait. Do not look to spend it. Do not look to dip into it. Do not sell it. Don't do none of that. This is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you based on things that I see and things that I am studying from my point of view, how I'm looking at it, right? Don't touch it. Just leave it. You have 1,000, you good. You have 500, you good. You have 100, you're good. 2,000, you're good. 5,000, you're great. 10,000, you're greater. And you can stop there. You don't need more than that, honestly. Thank you for listening. I'm out of here.